Today's lecture is on linked list implementation of stacks and queues. The stack and queues can also be implemented through arrays, and these can also be implemented through linked lists. First, linked implementation of stacks. A stack can be represented by a linear linked list. The operation of adding an element to the front of a linked list is quite similar to that of pushing an element onto the stack. The operation of removing the first element from a linked list is quite similar as popping a stack. We know that a stack can be accessed only through its top element, and a list can be accessed only from the pointer to its first element. So these are the basics how we can implement stacks through linked lists. Now the operations. First we have to check whether the stack is empty or not. The operation empty s is a test of whether s equals null. So we are checking whether if s is equal to null, then the stack is empty. Otherwise, there are some elements in the stack. So we have a function named empty, which is returning the integer value. We are passing the address of the top element of the stack. Now, if s is equal to null, then return 1, else return 0. So if this function returns 1, it means the stack is empty. If it returns 0, it means there are some elements in the stack. Now, how to add an element to the front of a linked list, or we can say pushing, that is equivalent to pushing an element into the stack. So first we see through the figures how we can do this thing. So suppose we have this linked list and we want to add an element at the starting of this linked list, which is equivalent to pushing an element onto the stack. So first thing we do is we call the getNode function to take the element to take a node from the available list and provide its address to P. So we got a node in and whose address is in P, and this node has two parts, info and next. So when we are inserting, first we add the information into the node. So info P, that is the info part of P, is equal to 6. So we add value 6 into the info part. So next we have to set the links, that is list has to point this and this. The next part of P points to this. So it becomes this node is inserted into the stack. So how we can do? See in the next. So next P is equal to list. So what we have done, in the next part of P we copied the address of the node pointed to by list. List is pointing to this node, so we copied the address of this node in the next part of P. Next we copied the address of P into the list, that is list equal to P. Earlier list is pointing to this node, but now after the execution of this statement, list will point to this node. So you see the node, this pth node is inserted at the front or at the beginning of the linked list. So this is the final list after adding the element at the front position. List is pointing to the starting node. This is how we can perform adding an element or inserting an element at the front of the queue at the starting of the queue. Sorry, at the starting of the linked list. Not queue, it is linked list. So now we see the algorithm of pushing an element onto the stack when we have linked list implementation of the stack. The first node of the linked list is the top of the stack. The first node is pointed by the top of the stack. If an external pointer S points to such a linked list, the operation push S, X may be implemented by. So here S is pointing to the top of the stack and X is that element that we want to push into the stack. So we have a push named function named push, which is not returning any value. We are passing the address of the top of the stack and X is that element that we want to push. So first of all, we declare a variable of node ptr type, that is P is a variable of node ptr, that is a data type that we have declared in the linked list. Then we called getNode function that provides the address of the node from the available list to P. Then we add X in, then we copied the value of X into the info part of the node P. After that, we change the next address or the address in the next part of P to S, to whom S is pointing is copied into the next, and the value of P is copied, the address of P is now copied to S. So S starts pointing to P, and we return from the program. So this is same as inserting an element into the linked list or pushing an element onto the stack. I'm again repeating. First we take a variable P of node ptr type, then we call getNode function. GetNode function provides us the address of the node from the available list that we provide to P. Then we copied the information X into the info part of P. Then we copied the address of the value of S into the next part of P, and then we copied the value of P into the S, that is the starting node, address of starting node into the S, that is now S points to P, which becomes the new top of the stack, and then we return from the program. Now how to remove an element from the front of a linked list, which is equivalent to popping an element from the stack. So first you see through an example. So this is the linked list from which we want to remove the first element and after removing this list will point to this. चलिए जी. So first what will we will do, we take a temporary variable p and make an alias with list. So p and list, we say p is equal to list, it means list and p become aliases and pointing to the same node. Next, then we copied the address of p, the address of the next part of p into the list, and we copied the next part of p into the list. So see how we copied the next part of p. P is pointing to this node. This is the next part. Next part contains the address of this. So we copied this to lists. So list starts pointing this node. So list equal to next p. So list starts pointing the fifth node, the node containing information 5. Next, then first we take information from p, then we remove it. So x equal to info p. So we copied the information part of p into x that we have to return to the main function. So we copied the information of p into x. Next, we called free node, then we called free node p. Free node p returns this node back to the available list. List starts pointing this node, and x we return to the main function or the calling function. After deleting this node, the list becomes like this. So this is how we can remove an element from the front of a linked list, which is equivalent to popping an element from the stack. So now we are writing an algorithm for popping an element from the stack on the basis of the previous example. The operation x equal to pop s removes the first node from the non-empty list and signals underflow if the list is empty. So before removing the element, we check whether there is some element to be removed. If there is no such element, then it prints the message stack underflow, not overflow, it is underflow. Sorry, it is underflow. It is underflow. So we have a function named pop which is returning integer value. We are providing the top of the stack pointer. P is a variable of node ptr type. X is a variable of integer type. First we check if empty yes, if stack is empty. If stack is empty, it prints the message stack underflow and exit from the program. That is, we have no element to be deleted, so stack underflow, not overflow, it is stack underflow. Else, otherwise, p equal to s, that is, p becomes alias of or the second name of s. Then we copied the next part of p to s. Then we take out the info part of p and copied its value into the x, and then we called free node function that adds the deleted node p back to the available list and return the information that we have deleted back to the calling program. So this is how we can pop an element from the stack. Now, how we can implement queues using linked list. We have already seen how to implement queue using arrays. Now in these slides we will see how the queues can be implemented using linked list. So we know that items are deleted from the front of the queue and inserted at the rear of the queue. Let a pointer to the first element of a list represents the front of the queue and another pointer to the last element of the list represents the rear of the queue. So these are the basics that you already know. Now, how to check whether the queue is empty? We have the function that is empty queue, which is completely same as empty s with the pointer q front replacing s. In case of stack, it is s pointing to top of the stack. In the case of q front is pointing to the front of the queue. So we have a function named empty which is returning integer value. We are providing the address of the queue to this program. Now this queue has two variables, front pointing to the first element and the rear which points to the last element. Now if it is checking if q front is equal to null, we can check here that q rear is equal to null, or now it is saying if q front is equal to null, we return 1, else return 0. It means if this function returns 1, the queue is empty, otherwise there are some elements in the queue. Now, how to insert an element into the queue? Deletion is same as in case of stacks, but insertion is little bit different because in this case we have to insert at the rear position. So this is the queue as a linked list. This pointer front points to the first node of the queue. This rear pointer points to the last node of the queue or contains the address of the last node of the queue. We want to insert this node, a new node, into this queue. So what we have to do? So we call the get node function, which provides us a new node from the available list, the information, and we call it p. We updated the info part of this p and copied value 12 in this. Now the node pointed by q rear, the queue, we copied the address of p into the q rear's next part. q का rear जिसको पॉइंट कर रहा है उसके नेक्स्ट पार्ट में हम किसकी कॉपी कर देंगे, p को, कॉपीड p, एंड p के नेक्स्ट पार्ट में क्या कॉपी कर देंगे, नल. बस इतना ही करना है एंड रियर को अपडेट कर देना है. रियर इक्वल टू p हो जाएगा. रियर किसको पॉइंट करने लग जाएगा, p को. सो रियर इसको पॉइंट करने लग जाएगा ये, क्योंकि ये pth नोड था. सो दिस इज हाउ द element is inserted into the queue. So this is the algorithm for inserting an element into the queue. The operation of insert $qx is implemented by where q consists of a list and two pointers, q front and q rear. We are providing the address of q and x is that element that we want to insert into the queue. So we have a function named insert q. We are providing the address of q in which we want to insert the element, and x is that element that we want to insert. So first of all, we declare a variable of node ptr type. We called the getNode function, which provides the address of a node from the available list to P. Then we updated the information part of P and copied X into that. Next, we copied null into the next part of P. Now we check if Q rear is equal to null. It means the queue is already empty and this is the first element that we want to insert. If Q rear is equal to null, it means Q is empty. So we have to update Q front because Q rear and Q front are both are null, or we can say 0 when we are implementing it through linked list. So we are updating the value of Q front also in case Q rear is equal to null. So Q front is equal to P because this is the first node that we are inserting. Else, if Q rear is not equal to null, if it is null, then we updated the Q front value, which becomes P. Otherwise, if this is not the case, then we copied in the next part to whom Q rear is pointing. The node to whom Q rear is pointing, we copied in the next part of that node the value of P, the address contained by P. ठीक है जी, यहाँ पे देखिए Q rear के नेक्स्ट पार्ट में ये Q rear इसको पॉइंट कर रहा था. Q rear के नेक्स्ट पार्ट में हमने क्या कॉपी कर दिया? P कॉपी कर दिया. Q rear के नेक्स्ट पार्ट में क्या कॉपी कर दिया? P कॉपी कर दिया. तो ये इसको पॉइंट करने लग गया. यहाँ पे देख लीजिए, ये इसको पॉइंट करने लग गया. एंड लास्ट Q rear इज इक्वल टू P. ये rear इस P को पॉइंट करने लग गया. Q rear इज इक्वल टू P. So this is how we can insert an element into the queue. Already you know that deleting an element from a queue is similar to deleting an element from the stack or deleting the first element from the linked list. The operation x equal to remove q is completely analogous to x equal to pop s, with the pointer q front is replacing s. We have a function named remove, which is returning integer value. We are providing the address of q to this function. P is a variable of node ptr type. X is an integer variable. First we will check whether q is empty or not. If q is empty, it prints the message q underflow and exit from the program. Now, if this is not the case, q is not empty, there are some elements in the queue, so what it will do, p equal to q front, जिसको पहले फ्रंट q front पॉइंट कर रहा था, उसकी वो वैल्यू हमने p के अंदर कॉपी कर दी. तो q front और p क्या बन गए? अलायस बन गए, दो नेम बन गए एक ही मेमोरी लोकेशन के. नाउ what we will do, copy the info part of pth node to x. So before deleting the element, we copied the contents of info part of that node into x. Then now we have to change the pointers. q front equal to p next. q के फ्रंट में p के नेक्स्ट की वैल्यू कॉपी कर दी. q के फ्रंट में, अगर मान लीजिए q का फ्रंट है, ये फ्रंट है, इसके यही pb है, तो p का नेक्स्ट फ्रंट में कॉपी कर दिया तो फ्रंट इसको पॉइंट करने लग जाएगा. q front equal to p next. अब डिलीट करने के बाद क्या बचा? इफ q front डिलीट कर दिया हमने, it becomes null. अगर q front null हो जाता है, यही एक एलिमेंट था जो आपने, और वही आपने डिलीट कर दिया और फ्रंट नल हो गया, तो इसका मतलब है रियर भी नल हो जाएगा और फिर हम फ्री नोड फंक्शन को कॉल करेंगे, p को अवेलेबल लिस्ट में भेज देंगे और x वो इन्फॉर्मेशन है उसको हम रिटर्न कर देंगे कि ये नोड हमने डिलीट कर दिया और ये अवेलेबल लिस्ट में चला जाए, ऐड हो जाए, सो दैट फॉर इट कैन बी यूज्ड लेटर ऑन. What are the advantages of list implementation of stacks and queues? First, all the stacks and queues being used by a program can share the same available space. So, जितने भी क्यू और स्टैक्स प्रोग्राम द्वारा यूज किए जा रहे हैं वो सारे के सारे एक कॉमन अवेलेबल स्पेस को यूज कर रहे हैं, विच इज नॉट पॉसिबल इन केस ऑफ array implementation of stacks or queues. Second, no space has been pre-allocated to any single stack or queue. किसी भी स्टैक और या क्यू को कोई भी स्पेस प्री एलोकेट नहीं की जाती, एडवांस में एलोकेशन नहीं की जाती. एंड नो स्टैक एंड क्यू इज यूजिंग स्पेस दैट इट डज नॉट नीड. और कोई भी स्टैक और क्यू ऐसी कोई स्पेस यूज नहीं कर रहा जो की उसको ज़रूरत नहीं है, जो जितनी ज़रूरत है सिर्फ उतनी ही स्पेस यूज की जा रही है. As long as the total amount of space needed by all the stacks and queue at any given time is less than the amount of space initially available to them all, each stack and queue is able to grow and shrink to any size. कहता कोई भी स्टैक और क्यू कितना भी अपने साइज को बढ़ा सकता है, कितना भी अपने साइज को कम कर सकता है. कब तक? जब तक जो इनिशियली उन सारे स्टैक्स और क्यूज़ को जो मेमोरी अवेलेबल थी वो सारे क्यू और स्टैक द्वारा रिक्वायर्ड मेमोरी से कम है, तब तक कोई भी स्टैक और क्यू कितना भी श्रिंक कर सकता है, कितना भी ग्रो कर सकता है. सो दीज आर द थ्री मेजर एडवांटेज ऑफ लिस्ट लिंक्ड लिस्ट इम्प्लीमेंटेशन ऑफ स्टैक्स एंड क्यूज. नाउ द डिसएडवांटेज ऑफ लिस्ट इम्प्लीमेंटेशन ऑफ stacks and queues. A node in a linked list occupies more storage than a corresponding element in an array. Array के अंदर जो रिक्वायरमेंट है स्पेस की वो कम है एज कम्पेयर टू लिंक्ड लिस्ट के नोड की. लिंक्ड लिस्ट नोड को दो पार्ट चाहिए, एक इन्फो पार्ट और एक नेक्स्ट पार्ट, जबकि अरे के अंदर नेक्स्ट पार्ट नहीं होता. Since two pieces of information per element are necessary in a list node, info and next, whereas only one piece of information is needed in the array implementation. So यहाँ डबल स्पेस की जरूरत है एज कंपेयर टू array implementation. Next disadvantage, additional time is spent in managing the available list. We have to spend more time to manage the available list because calling a function that is either we call free or we call malloc both takes more time as compared to array implementation where we just have copied the integer values. So addition time is spent in managing the available list. Each addition and deletion of an element from a stack or a queue involves a corresponding deletion or addition to the available list. So it takes time, it consumes more space, first thing. Second thing, it takes more time to add the deleted node into the available list or to take the node from the available list for use. Thanks. आज के लिए इतना ही.